Got to drive through just a little bit of corn, but the ends justify the means. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to thumbs up that video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Morning! This morning we're hauling some grain. Larry just called though. He's over checking the truck out and said he's got a flat tire. So I'm plugged. So I guess I'm gonna head over there and pump that thing up. We do have some replacement tires coming. They're just not here yet. So hopefully that'll get through the day and we can get some corn hauled before it gets hot. Don't worry about that. Nothing to see there. I went after the Thunder Creek. Apparently my compressor is not going to get the job done. So we need the bigger compressor. I think I'm having some voltage issues with my air compressor. I think I need some different wires to connect it. But anyways, this one will work. So hopefully we can get that tire aired up. It could go that way a little bit. Adjusting our tension on our leg belts, you can see it kind of was over to the right a little bit too much.
Yeah, just
doing some adjusting.
Now the way we've been doing this bin, we've been letting it go around by itself, and then after the truck is full, BJ and I'll get in there and sweep what's on the ground. Takes like 2 or 3 minutes. That way you're not in there the whole time, you're not breathing dust, and it's not near as noisy. The power sweep on that bin seems to do a really good job, so it works pretty well that way. But number one bin is going to be a pain in the butt today. Not pushing much grain out, so over here so we can get it stuff flowing again. Got it running for now. Found out why number one's not running real well. See how this is mounted up? That's not good. That's not in the greatest shape. Looks like over there we're pretty well empty though.
One thing Dad and I are going to try to do is use the electrician's man lift here and try to hang a fan in the rafters to try to push the dust out of the way. I don't know if it'll work or not. We're going to try. We'll see. I have little hope, but at least when I'm standing here loading the truck, I got a fan on me.
Well, it doesn't really work the greatest. A minute ago, the wind quit moving and the dust just kind of filled this whole area. But as long as we got a little breeze, that keeps you nice and cool up there, I guess.
Lunchtime. Lunch is over. Back to work. Look at that fan just up there doing its thing. Yep, that's official. That's right there. It's safe.
I don't think our fan is doing much good. Probably going to buy an exhaust fan for this drive-through, because this ain't worth darn.
Uh-oh.
Good thing it's easy cleanup. It happens. Happened that time. So darn dusty in here, you can't really see your mirrors, you can't even see inside the trailer. Definitely need that exhaust fan.
See how much corn comes over with the tarp. Huh. Just a little bit. Not bad. And now we clean. But the good news is the pit's right there, so we're just going to sweep it in there. And when Larry comes back with this truck empty, we'll flip the pit on and run it right in the truck. I don't see nothing to it.
Taking Dad's plastic side by side, leaving my rock sir. Came over here to get his because he's got a tank of Roundup in the back, and while I'm waiting on trucks, I'm going to spray around the bins over there. He wants to get this Roundup out of here so he can use that tank for something else, I believe.
gonna miss my rock store though. I feel like I'm cheating on it right now.
That's better. Good morning. Kind of left you high and dry yesterday. When I started spraying, I didn't really film anything, spot spraying. And when I got done, I ended up doing some stuff on the other channel, the After Hours channel. If you're not a subscriber to that channel, go ahead and check out After Hours 67. You can see the shenanigans we get into off the farm. But anyways, we're back over here and we're going to be cleaning out some grain bins again. So like I say, everything is starting to get low over here. We don't have a whole lot of corn left, but even when this big bin right here is down to the sweep, that's still like 8,000 bushels. These two little medium-sized bins, when they get down to the sweep, by sweep I mean the thing that goes around the floor, when they get down to that, they got about 5,000 bushels. So everything's down to the sweep, but that's still quite a bit of grain. Doesn't smell like much is happening on this one. Well, we were having a couple days where it wasn't near as hot. It's only about 80 to 85, but those days are over. Back into the 90s today. I guess I'm gonna have to get in there. All right, we gotta scoop that out. That is real bad corn. That's something I don't want to even blend it with. I just want to get that out. Yeah, since it's so freaking hot, we're just gonna haul in the mornings for the rest of the week. So, truck is loaded for first thing in the morning. Larry's gonna take off, and then brother and I are gonna shovel some more out of this bin. Looks a lot better on the ground than it did in there, but it's pretty rotten. Two bins this year done. Good morning, folks. Going to get our morning bin cleaning session. Probably do that for a few hours, and then after that, I believe I'm going to go empty out a planter in a field. So let's get the cleaning before it gets hot. Cheers. I'm going to use this loader. We're going to pull it right up to the bin door, and then that stuff that's somewhat rotten, we're just going to throw right into the loader bucket, and then haul it off and dump it somewhere. So you see, the plan is the rotten corn comes out of the bin into the bucket. That's the plan. It's probably going to end up all over the ground. Alright, here's what we're shoveling out. Into the bucket. A lot more shoveling to go. Whew, it is hot. Did not take long to get steamy today. Alright, we got that unplugged. It's running now. We scooped out most of the worst of the bad stuff, so let that run down to the sweep and then fire it up. Now there are some lines at Cargill, so I don't know if we'll get to that today. It's about 90 plus degrees already. There's no air conditioner in that truck, like I said, and I think Larry is cooking waiting in line. Now we would be using 2 trucks today like we normally do, but the truck that goes in that white Tempe has been in the shop for about a month now trying to get the air conditioner fixed. Not sure what's going on with that. Really wish we had that truck back, but we don't. Maybe when we do get it back, the air conditioner will work, but for now it doesn't. And the International is on the water tanker for Dad to spray with, so that's where we're at. Now while we are pulling out of that bin with the less than desirable corn, we're also pulling out of this big bin with great corn. We're blending it. Now like I said, we shoveled out the moldy stuff. There is a little bit that's bad in there, but not much. Perfectly acceptable, and by the time we blend it in with that good corn, you'll never see it. So that's what we're doing. As you can see, we've shoveled out quite a bit of bad stuff. And this is why we wear masks. That was from about 40 minutes in that bin. Whew. Alright, gonna go feed some deer some nasty corn. And then I think we're gonna be done hauling for the day. It is noon. Say it's hot, but we did get a call from our service mechanic. The other truck is done, and I believe the AC works on it, so better late than never. All right, let's go check a field and maybe plant it.
Neighbors are still baling straw, looks like. Bunch of round bales. That's a lot of straw. There's our double crops growing though on a side note. This would have been the first field BJ planted, and they are off to the races. Now we haven't got a lot of rain since he planted those. He planted those right at, not quite 2 weeks ago. Be right at 2 weeks. Today's the 15th. And yeah, they've had right around a ½ inch of rain on them. So not a lot of rain, but enough to get them out of the ground and going. They could definitely use some more though. I'll do a rain dance here in a little bit. Don't worry, I'll warn you before I start. Just kind of feeling this out, seeing if there's any places that might give me trouble, but it's dry enough now that I think we'll be able to plant this whole spot to drown it out. This was all corn, and then we had that big flood and it all died. There's our replant corn. The corn that wasn't replanted is just getting ready to tassel, and then there's this corn. I mean, obviously there's a difference, but could definitely use some water, but it doesn't look bad. Yeah, get the planter out. BJ claims that it has enough seed in it to plant what we gotta plant, so we will soon find out. I don't think he folded the planter up right. She's got a sag to her. Alright, try to see if I can remember how to use this thing. It's only been a month. Alright, I think we've got that good. I'm going to adjust my population. Since it is so late and we are trying to get rid of seed, we're going to go to the 220. See how that goes. I think we're ready to roll. Got a primer. Gotta prime the planter. Come on, don't fight me now, girl. Why don't we have any seed? Ha! Not showing that we're planting the food. That's good. So I'm not getting any GPS data in my Pro 700, so therefore my Pro 700 doesn't know that we're moving, because that's the speed source for it. So because of that, we're not throwing any seed. So I'm gonna shut the tractor down, let everything cycle down, and try it again. Can't even plant a few acres with this thing. BJ said it worked fine when he put it up. Now, this is not all the fault of the Case IH planter. I'm sure it is mostly to do with the fact that it is on a non-case tractor, meaning that, and what I mean by that is, if we were on a case tractor, we would also have radar as a backup, and yeah, it would probably be getting satellite. So it could be something to do with this wiring harness. I don't know. Either way, it's frustrating. Let's see if that reset it. All right, we got her planted. I would like to thank Derek from AGCO. He was able to walk me through some settings in the AccuTerminal, but truth be told, it just started working, so I don't know what was going on there. But we're planting now, that's all that matters. And look who I found riding around in his Jeep.
Right.
Yeah.
My Rocksword Jr.
Yeah, I got a Rocksword. George actually has a real Willys. He's got, Nate, is it 47?
46.
46 Willys, so maybe we'll take a spin on that later. I don't know. But George, everyone keeps asking about you on the channel. Like, that was the biggest comment I got during wheat harvest. Is George still alive, and is he hungry?
George was puny. Or I would have been there.
Feel better though now, right?
Yeah, I started my new medicine. So far it's a whole lot better than what that last medicine they put me on.
The legend is late for dinner. Keep in mind, folks, it is 4:15. He said he didn't want to miss a meal and to drop him off. So there he goes. Trying to go around the drowned out spots. We got to drive through just a little bit of corn, but the ends justify the means. I got a unit that's not planting right, so I'm going to get out and check it. Row 22 is not really showing anything, so I stopped the planter, hit the prime button to see if we got any seed under it. That's going to narrow a couple things down, so we're going to check that out, see what we can find.
All right, so here's the row it's not planting, and we're not throwing any seed. We don't have any in the box, so I guess we see what's going on in the box. I swear this usually doesn't happen this often. Seems like I'm always having issues feeding seed. I don't know if that's a seed treatment issue or a case planter issue, but here's what I do know. First year with this planter, multiple years with this kind of seed, and several different seed brands this year. It also worked fine with the other planter I ran, the FET planter, so it kind of leads me to think that this could be a case problem. Yep, that's the sponsor. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting his name on the video. Alright, let's see if that works. A little bit rutted right here. I believe the planter was almost stuck here once. We've got everything planted, but I do want to check, see how much seed we still have left in the box. See if there's just a little bit left, we'll go ahead and run that out. Yeah, we can probably run that out. Hot dang, we're running out of seed. Okay, planter's empty. Now we just got to get it washed up sometime. But was happy we were able to get this replanted. I didn't think this would dry out. Had it not turned so dry, this wouldn't have dried out. There's 15 acres here. Lays very wet, but we're just so dry that it was able to get all replanted. So I guess I kind of wish it wouldn't have got replanted. That would probably mean our corn would do better, but oh well.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Did want to clear up a little bit on George's health. As he mentioned, he was having a little bit of health issues. He was changing some meds and he was getting a little woozy. He's been feeling great the last couple weeks, but that's why he wasn't helping us as much in wheat harvest. He wasn't feeling the greatest. It was really, really hot. We didn't have air conditioning in the truck, so wanted to keep George as healthy as possible. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up that video.